The warden's voice was flat, too steady. "Your brother's dead." I stared at the comlink, the sea roaring behind me, drilling rig lights flickering in the black water. He continued, tone clipped. "We have it on camera. Your ex-wife's husband, the one in D block." He paused. "The gang leader." My grip tightened around the radio handle. He did it in front of everyone. No one stepped in. My lungs burned with the kind of silence that doesn't come from lack of air, but from the sudden vacuum where meaning used to exist. Then the warden said the part that made my heart slow down, not speed up. "Your son was supposed to visit your brother today." He hesitated. "He never arrived." The ocean groaned around me, as if it understood something the warden didn't. They thought this rig, this floating prison of rust and oil, was enough to keep me contained. They had no idea what I was capable of once I hit the shore. My ex-wife, Emily, used to tell me the sea was where I belonged, that I was more comfortable with storms than with people. She was right, but she also said she'd never lie to me. That was the one thing I believed long after I stopped believing in anything else. When she remarried, I didn't fight it. I was offshore, halfway between guilt and fatigue. My brother, Theo, promised he'd watch over my son, our boy. He kept that promise, until the man she married killed him. I saw the footage when I got back to the mainland. I had to bribe a guard to see it. The image burned into me. Theo on his knees, bleeding out on cold concrete. Behind him, the man, Vance Harlow, tattoos crawling up his neck, the same hands that once held my ex-wife, now holding a shank. And somewhere in that same prison, my son was supposed to be waiting for him. He never made it. The thought slid into my mind like a blade. What if Emily knew? I didn't go to the police. I knew better. Vance ran the inside. His reach stretched far beyond those walls. Instead, I went to her. She opened the door of their house, dressed in white, the kind of purity that only liars wear. Her eyes widened when she saw me. "David, they said you were offshore for 6 more months," I said. Then Theo died. Her lips parted, but no sound came. I watched her chest rise, her fingers tremble slightly. Not from grief, from calculation. I walked past her without asking. The house smelled of money and bleach. "Where's my son?" She swallowed hard. "He's with a friend." "A friend?" I turned. "He missed his visit. The warden called." She froze. That 1 second of hesitation was enough. "Who told you to send him there?" I asked. No answer. I looked at her phone on the counter. She reached for it. Too late. I picked it up and scrolled. Messages, transfers, contacts. One name repeated. Warden Hensley. The same man who'd called me. That night, I drove back to the docks and made a call. The kind of call you can't undo. A friend from my old unit owed me favors. He got me into the warden's personal system. It took less than an hour to find what I needed. Video logs, call transcripts, visitor approvals. Emily had arranged my son's visit through Hensley. She'd sent Vance a coded message an hour before Theo was killed. "The boy's not coming. Change of plan." Theo wasn't the target. My son was. The man she married had ordered my brother's death because my son didn't show up. Emily knew the risk. She'd warned him. She just hadn't warned me. I didn't break into her house. I walked in through the front door. She was sitting at the table, eyes red from pretending to cry. I dropped a USB drive in front of her. "Play it." She hesitated, then did. The footage played, the text messages, the call, her own voice. Her hand flew to her mouth. "David, I didn't—" "You knew," I interrupted. "You knew what he was capable of." Tears welled up, but I'd seen better performances in interrogation rooms. "I was protecting him," she whispered. "From who?" I asked. "From me? From your guilt?" She broke then, sobbing, muttering things about threats, debts, survival. I let her talk until the air went dry between us. Then I said it quietly. Vance won't make it to trial. Her eyes snapped up. What, what did you do? I stepped back, hands steady. You made sure I'd never see my son again. Now I'm making sure he never sees his father's shadow. The news broke a week later. Vance Harlow found dead in his cell. No witnesses. No suspects. The warden resigned, vanished 2 days later. Emily sold the house and left the state. I didn't follow. I stood on the shore where it all began, the sea stretching endlessly into the dark. Theo's ashes were scattered there. My son's laughter used to echo there too, back when the world still had edges I could trust. Now it's all water, cold, infinite. I don't pray. I don't forgive. I just watch the horizon and whisper to the tide. The ocean never forgets. They thought the sea was my cage. They never understood. It was my home.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.